Hello there. This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here, hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are going to be discussing and explaining as Star Wars has officially revealed as of to why Anakin Skywalker appears to Ahsoka in the Season 1 finale of the Ahsoka Disney Plus show. We are going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it. Of course, knowing that Anakin appears multiple times throughout the Ahsoka Disney Plus show, but more specifically, why does he appear to Ahsoka in the finale of the show? In this video we are going to be taking a read from CBR.com. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. We also have our merch store up, live and running. We have some pretty cool designs on there and some promo codes to get some money off, and the holidays are right around the corner. You may find the perfect gift on our website. Go check it out. So as their article reads, one of the fan favorite moments, many fan favorite moments of Star Wars' Ahsoka series, which concluded its Season 1 run on Disney Plus last month, was the appearance of Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker, reprising that role from the prequel movies. And now Lucasfilm has officially revealed as of to why the Jedi Knight appeared to his former apprentice as a Force ghost in the finale. According to the official Star Wars website, Anakin appears on this planet of Peridea in the other galaxy in the final moments of Part 8, Episode 8, the finale of Ahsoka, and watched over his Padawan from a distance in order to signal to her, simply as of to how everything happened as it was supposed to be, and that herself, Ahsoka, is where she's supposed to be and where she needs to be right now in the state of the galaxy. The official website also states that both the Convower Morai and the Force Spirit of Anakin Skywalker both appear to give Ahsoka tano signs that she's exactly where she's supposed to be. This is significant as the finale ended with defeat for the season's heroes and victory for the notorious Grand Admiral Thrawn as he makes his return to the known galaxy and is expected to attempt to resurrect the Empire. And so, despite that, this is stating that Ahsoka and Sabine, stranded in this other galaxy within the Star Wars universe on this planet of Peridea, is exactly where they're supposed to be, and they should be, and it should be a sign of the Force working in mysterious ways in this story, and that they aren't quite down and defeated just yet. And so, as CBR and their article puts it, fairly simple and quite easygoing as of to just its symbolism, really, at the end of the day that we should be taking away and walking away with. At that, it feels that there may be something more, and for more of a potential to see as of to how this story is going to continue on and really unfold, whether that's in Ahsoka Season 2 or it's shown throughout Dave Filoni's big Star Wars Mandoverse Cultimation movie that was announced earlier this year at Star Wars Celebration. I like to think, though, that we'll hopefully have an Ahsoka Season 2 expand more on this. So that being said, as ScreenRant.com and their article reads as well, I'll also have their article linked in the description down below. Ahsoka's ending explains as of to how Anakin has truly brought balance to the Force even after his death. The Ahsoka finale ended with Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker returning once again, and his appearance had huge implications for the Star Wars universe. Unlike his previous appearances, though, however, in the holograms and visions and flashbacks, Anakin's Force Ghost in Ahsoka was the real deal, actually, at that. He wasn't a hologram or something of the past into, flashbacks or anything of that nature. As for how we saw Anakin in the World Between Worlds, though, however, I feel is a whole nother topic to really discuss, and that's where things get fuzzy at that. It's an argumentative thing back and forth as of to the Anakin that we see as a Force ghost isn't the same Anakin that we see in the World Between Worlds, and that the Anakin Skywalker vision that we see in the World Between Worlds is really supposed to simply be a vision or a flashback in that sense. But let me know what you guys make of it in the comments down below. And so, this truly marks Anakin's first on-screen Force ghost appearance since 1983 in Return of the Jedi. Of course, Ahsoka leads the audience to believe Anakin has always stood beside her, though. However, it's possible Anakin's ghost has much more of an important reason for being on the planet of Peridea in the other galaxy. In fact, it may have even been on his duty to dwell there after his death and to resign there. In addition to revealing Anakin Skywalker's Force ghost, the Ahsoka finale also showcased Baylan Skoll finding several statues of the Mortis gods. These statues depict the three Mortis gods from Star Wars Wars The Clone Wars Season 3, the animated show, and are some of the most powerful characters in the entirety of the franchise. So, by including a reference to the Mortis gods, Dave Filoni has effectively tied the Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels, and Ahsoka all together, in some way, kind of confusingly. I think is something that we'll also see expanded more upon later down the road in the future of the Mandoverse, whether that's Dave Filoni's Mandoverse movie, as I had mentioned, or a potential Ahsoka Season 2. Let me know what you guys would think of, or much rather would want more of, in the comment section down below. Dave Filoni's Mandoverse movie to really explain all of these things, or at a potential Ahsoka Season 2. Let me know in the comments down below. So, their importance is shaping the fate of the galaxy, and it really can't be understood at this point. There's just not enough to know or understand at that. It's just simple Easter eggs, really. And it's not out of the question, though, to say that Baylan Skoll may have just discovered how to harness the Force itself, becoming more powerful at that. In the Clone Wars specifically, the Mortis arc was easily one of the most allegorated arcs in the whole franchise. After receiving an outdated distress signal, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka are transported to the ethereal realm of Mortis. Mortis was a unique location in the galaxy, since it was a conduit through of which all the Force in the galaxy came through, similar to the way that the world between worlds works. The Mortis gods who dwelled there acted as keepers of the Force, and each of them represented a different aspect of the Force. The daughter, who was the light side, the son, who was the dark side, and the father kept the balance between the two. And so, ever since George Lucas introduced the prophecy of the Chosen One in the Phantom Menace with the prequel trilogy, many have actually wondered onto as of how Anakin's heroic death in Return of the Jedi constituted balancing the Force exactly. However, in the Mortis arc, the father explains to Anakin that he summoned him to test whether he really is truly the Chosen One, and so, in a shocking display of power, Anakin is able to subdue both the daughter and the son simultaneously at the same time. In other words, he was able to control both sides of the Force at once, proving his ability to quite literally bring balance to the Force. Nevertheless, though, Anakin had rejected the father's offer and chose to leave Mortis. So the question remains, what do the Mortis gods exactly have to do with Anakin's Force Ghost appearing at the end of the Ahsoka finale necessarily, and with fulfilling that prophecy of the Chosen One bringing balance to the Force? Despite leaving Mortis in the Clone Wars and walking the path of the dark side later on, it's highly likely Anakin returned to keep the balance after his death. If Peridea holds the true key to Mortis, as Baylan seems to think, then it's possible it is now where Mortis physically resides. Anakin's Force Ghost being on the same planet as the conduit of the Force cannot be a coincidence. After his death in Return of the Jedi, he's traveled to Mortis, or Peridea, in the sense of that Mortis and Peridea are really the same place, to keep the balance of the Force after the father's death in the Clone Wars animated show. Star Wars has already shown how Force Ghosts often return to help and guide the living. Qui-Gon Jinn returned to guide Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan did the same and returned to guide Luke, and Luke returned to guide Rey later on. And while Anakin's Force Ghost has shown up in canon novels, there are large gaps of where he was absent from the storyline. For the majority, after Return of the Jedi, it's likely that his spirit, or that his Force Ghost, had been on Mortis or Peridea in order to fulfill the prophecy of the Chosen One. The father even said that it was foretold that the Chosen One would actually take his place. In other words, saying that Anakin takes on being the role of the father in another sense. It's pretty much is kind of what we're gathering here. The question then is, why does Anakin appear to watch over his former Padawan Ahsoka at the end of the finale? However, it may be the duty that compels him as much of his love for his old Padawan. During the Mortis arc, Ahsoka briefly died for a few minutes, but she was revived by the daughter, who gave the rest of her life force to save Ahsoka. So, since then, throughout the Star Wars canon, Ahsoka has been instinctively tied to the light side of the Force, just throughout her life force. The white bird Ahsoka sees near the end of the finale is Morai, who further derives home the point that Ahsoka is still connected to the daughter, and vice versa, even after all she's been through, and after all this time. If it really is Anakin's duty as the Chosen One to keep the balance of the Force and taking the place of the father, then it makes sense as to why he still watches over Ahsoka, because of her connection to the daughter and the light side of the Force. In any case, Baylan's arrival at Mortis, or Peridia, could really portend to change in power, given Baylan's hatred of Anakin that we seemingly see throughout, the overall Ahsoka show. He may be looking to remove or replace Anakin in his role of keeping the balance in the Force and taking on that role of the Chosen One out of just jealousy, really. Only time will tell, though, as to what Dave Filoni exactly has in store for Baylan and the rest of the characters, and what's really up his sleeve. But Anakin's Force Ghost seems like a clear sign that he's fulfilled his duty as the Chosen One in Ahsoka. This all being said, guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.